All right, we got the stream up and running. Things seems good. Okay. Holy shit, it's time. So we gotta go to YouTube, right? So it hasn't started yet, so we still have 5 minutes. Good, good, good. Good. All right, let's get some people in here. Got 5 more minutes before the actual thing starts. Kind of feel trolled because I thought it was starting at 11:30. You upload Warzone mobile key? Of course I am, obviously. I'm also probably gonna do some Modern Warfare 2 content. I have been getting into I'm getting back into like the console scene, with like the main stuff like Vanguard. And I'm actually doing a lot better than I really ever did. So it's kind of crazy. Um okay, so 4 more minutes. So I had to switch things around. I finally got my other monitor because I used to use this like 27-inch MSI monitor for my basic PC, but I managed to switch it around and got it to work with the audio. So I decided to plug my speakers into the MSI speakers, and then from there I could like listen to any audio instead of actually using the port from the monitor itself because it was getting all staticky. And it was kind of a letdown at first, but then I figured it out. So now I can finally play some console Call of Duty on the big ass screen. And what makes it cool is that like I've tried playing Call of Duty Mobile just using the TV, and it actually works. Well, it works very well. There's almost no I guess there's no drops at all in terms of performance. So it's pretty crazy. So we have 3 more minutes. Yeah, I'm kind of like taking my time with the butterfly knife. It's pretty difficult to use actually. But it's nice that we finally have a melee weapon in the game that takes skill. So yeah, I need to get the chat open on my phone so I could. So you don't need an extra screen. You could just use your phone for chat. All right, hold on. Let's see. Use your phone for chat. All right, hold on. Let's see. Okay, so here's the chat. Excited for Warzone Mobile. I'm actually excited for both of them. Okay. 2 more minutes. Let's get into the premiere. 190,000 watching. All right, boys and girls. Got a whole minute. Well, a minute and a half. Oh boy. It's crazy how the frequencies got higher because when I looked up, like when I was looking at this earlier, when I felt like I got trolled by it because we had to wait another 30 minutes, like the frequencies that you see, like the lines right here looked a lot less, frequent. Okay. Less than 45 seconds. Tense. Oh boy. Less than 10 seconds, homie. Let's see what we get.
We're a team. All of us. Let's go get him.
Okay, cool. Juggernaut. That javelin thing. I think that was Warzone Mobile. Based on how it looked.
They are your brothers now. Yes, sir.
Man, there's a lot of streamers.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Call of Duty Next. I am Johanna Ferris.
Guys, tell me if the chat's good.
Thrilled to help kick off a truly
Or
significant
tell me if the
moment,
video
not
quality is
only for
good.
the highly anticipated
In terms of
upcoming
sound.
release of Modern Warfare 2, but a very significant moment for the future of the entire Call of Duty franchise. You see, over the last several years, we've experienced explosive and dynamic growth, and we've learned a ton along the way.
Did you?
And those learnings have fueled our ambition to deliver a
Did you?
wholly new, elevated player
Hopefully you
experience.
did.
One focused,
but-
of course, on delivering more fun and innovation, but also state-of-the-art tech advancements built to support a more connected Call of Duty community than ever before. So just know that what we shared today across Modern Warfare 2, our brand new Warzone 2.0 experience coming later this fall, and our designs to bring Warzone to mobile for players on the go are all certainly big news. But it's just the first chapter of a very bold, long-term vision that we carry to take Call of Duty to even higher heights in the years to come. Ultimately, though, we know that you, our players and fans around the world, will be the judge of all that. And it's why we are thrilled to be doing this on the eve of our Modern Warfare 2 beta, and to be here live in person with more than 200 of the biggest streamers and creators in all of gaming. They will finally get their hands on the true star of the show, the gameplay itself. So let's get right into it. It
Okay.
is my esteemed pleasure to introduce, alongside me, Patrick Kelly, co-studio head of Infinity Ward and the executive
Ninja's here?
creative
Why is he
director of
here?
Call of
Doesn't he play
Duty. Pat,
Fortnite?
welcome.
Thank you, Johanna. It's so exciting to be here with all of you. It's been such a journey to get to this place. You know, on the franchise, I always get asked by people, or regularly get asked by people, what are the areas you focused on improving, or what are the areas you innovated on? We worked on improving and innovating on every
Is that
area of
Hawk's
the
Nest?
game.
That's Hawk's Nest.
It always
On the
comes back to
corner. Oh,
gameplay.
there's Tim, the
Gameplay is
Tap
king.
Man.
But I could go on and on.
Okay.
Things like third person, things like where we've innovated in the space of battle
Oh, he really
royale.
does have
We've got
tattoos.
An all-new mode in
I thought that was just a
DMZ that has
joke.
large player counts along with massive player counts of AI. And it goes on and on and on. We've got mobile connected with progression and everything else across all of the games. And it just goes on and on. But you know what? It all comes back to one thing. It comes back to fun. Everything
Okay.
we do is in the service of fun. Whether you're a hardcore player or a casual player, whether you are somebody who likes to play with your friends or you like to play alone, wherever you play it, be it on console or PC or mobile, however you play, whether you're a camper or a slayer, we've tried to think about fun for you. And
Don't
hopefully
include
today you're
campers
gonna
in
see
that. Come on.
And play that, and fun is what you come away with.
Absolutely. You know, fun is definitely what we're going to be heavily focused on. And I'm particularly excited
Yeah.
about some of the social features that
Okay.
are coming as part of this launch. Things like proximity chat and new gulag twists. There's definitely going to be instances where players will interact not only with their own squads, but
Dr.
maybe even have to
Lupo.
work together with other players in unexpected and pretty fresh ways. We've already seen some hilarious interactions, in fact, during play sessions.
Bobby
And I can't wait to
Plays!
see how these
Hey,
new
look,
ways
it's
to
Bobby
connect
Plays right
evolve
there.
over time. Now, Pat, what can you tell us about
JHC,
weapons?
Oh, wow.
some other people.
So we've completely innovated in the area.
Oh
of
man, this
connecting
is
you, the
actually getting
player,
fun.
to
I'm actually
your
liking
instance
this.
in the game, making you feel more in the game. And I guess you can think about it as starting out with the
EA
camera.
Sports.
The camera
It's in the
represents
game.
your eyes, right? So connecting the camera to your body We've done that with some inverse kinematics and some physics and other things like that. We've connected then the body to the hands on the gun, again, with some sophisticated inverse kinematics. We've connected the gun with the actual bullets coming out of it. So now, wherever that gun is pointed, however it's pointed, the bullets are coming out of it exactly
People
from
recording.
the barrel. There's no disconnect there. And that's before I even get into what we've done with the new gunsmithing and how you build your weapons and the platforms, etc. But look, you're gonna play it, and I hope you'll love it like we do.
Thank God they had
All right,
tech
well,
here,
we've
man.
taken up enough
If I was
time,
ever
but
there, I
before
would
they
not
kick
know
us
how to
off
use
the
any of these
stage,
things.
Can we tell them about raids?
Yes, thank you. So with the beginning of Modern Warfare 2, and then shortly after that, Warzone 2.0, and then very shortly after that, for the first time ever, we're gonna release a raid in Call of Duty. It's a very different kind of gameplay. It's very intense. We think it's very fun. And we're super excited about it. And by the way, there's one other thing I want to talk about for all of you hardcore players out there. I heard so many of you talk about what play challenges can you give us beyond just winning, which, anyway, I won't go off on that. But we've got a whole series of quests and gameplay challenges that occur when you actually win in Warzone or you hit different milestones that you'll have an opportunity to do. And believe me when I say everyone in the match will know when you're on them and if you prevail at them. So look forward to that.
Big things ahead. And now, before we kick it over to Miles and team to carry the day, we are extremely excited to give you the world premiere of the Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer trailer. Thanks again and enjoy the show.
Okay, let's see it. Let's finally see the trailer.
We got intel reports of Hassan and the cartel forming terrorist cells all over the globe.
So no more Zakayev? I guess fuck him. What's up, Victory?
We've never
What's
seen
Saber,
activity
sorry.
on this scale before.
Don't worry, you guys didn't miss much. Just introductions.
But we have each other.
The world is a vampire. Hold you out to
Coming back! Coming back!
Black screen. Wow. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. I thought it was just me. Okay. Oof. Right in a dick shot right there.
Enemies above! Drill charge!
That's bullshit. What?
Eyes on the hostage. You're gonna be okay.
Hostage secure.
Sniper, on cover!
They have a security camera? Okay, cool. Oof.
Do not let them cross the border.
Take him out!
Interesting.
Get ready, team! We have never seen a war zone like this!
the world is a vampire.
Is Warzone 2?
They're behind us! Shots stick out!
Wait, is this multiplayer or is this the story? Okay, yeah, that's stuff we already know. Oh, that third person mode? Warzone 2. The ultimate weapon is team.
I'm on my way.
The world is a vampire.
Pre-order now and get early access to the open beta.
Soon on Nintendo Switch. Yeah, fucking right.
We got intel reports
Is
of
this,
Hassan and the cartel
Why are they showing this again?
all over the globe.
We've never seen activity on this scale before.
They have an army.
Why are you showing this to us again?
Each other.
The world is a vampire.
But just so we could get the message across, like. Fuck? Dolphin diving. Cool. Is that Fennec? No, it's a Vector.
Drill charge.
Okay.
Eyes on the hostage.
Yeah, multiplayer is not that basic.
Hostage secure.
Point cover.
Security camera, but I mean, I can't picture that being used. Estados Unidos.
Do not let them cross
Okay.
the border.
Take him out.
Is that really what happens when you get it from the inside when he gets shot down?
We have never seen a war zone like this.
The world is a vampire.
They're behind us. Shot stick out. Enemy healer.
Oh, that's probably why. They probably did that because like half the trailer was missing because of the black screen. Gunsmith 2.0.
Check box 6. Check box 6.
I'm on my way.
The world is a vampire.
Pre-order now and get early
I swear to
access
God, if
the
it plays
open beta.
again.
And there
Okay,
we go,
good.
Call of Duty fans, the trailer's so nice. We ran it twice. It is all there. Everything that makes this franchise so special. We are incredibly excited to be here today. And after that, quite frankly, how can you not be? My name is Miles Ross, and I am so excited to truly be here with a few of the members of the Infinity Ward team who are bringing Modern Warfare 2 to life. Guys, we have 200 of our friends behind us. Who
Wait,
will
isn't that the
play and
motherfucker that
stream
made
shortly.
doors in
But
Modern Warfare?
before that, we also have Stephanie Snowden, Director of Communications for Infinity Ward, as well as Joe Seeker over the on-air, Jeff
Oh,
Smith,
fuck.
multiplayer design directors here at Infinity Ward. Guys, first off,
How many people watching? Oh, over
things
300,
evolving,
300 and a
from
half.
Warfare 2019.
thousand,
I mean,
fuck.
let's start high level because there's a lot to get through today, guys. You saw that trailer. Let's go with the philosophy, Steph. Let's stay high level. What went into the creation of the game?
You said it precisely. There is so much. This game has just so much content. It's got something for everyone, and it's really been the result of 3 years of hard work at IW and our partners across all of the Activision studios. And so much of that work started with you guys at home, the community, the fans, our creators here.
Honestly, like,
and
I
that
can't-
conversation and feedback from
I don't know. I can't take any word that they
been
say
a
with like
core piece
any
of
credibility.
what Modern Warfare 2
Given what happened
is.
last time, it's
And
like
dialogue that we hope to, continue.
it's like all I
especially
hear is
through
just
today.
shit. Like I
We've
don't
got
know.
so much in store with this.
Like I'm not trying to shit on them, but like it's like
people like Jeff and Joe here, who I am
like anything
honored
that
to work
they
with
say
and
can't
their
be taken
experience on this
seriously.
franchise.
Honestly.
We're in good hands.
Indeed. Okay, so Jeff, well, I don't know where to start anymore. Let's set up what Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer is all about, and let's stay high level for now because there's a lot of details.
Okay.
friends.
Okay. We need to pay attention to this.
Sure. I mean, when you come into making a sequel, it can be kind of tricky. What do you keep from the previous game? What do you get rid of? And where can you add new things in and not mess up this kind of nicely balanced ecosystem that we had? And so we came up with a few methods. One of them being player behaviors. And I say behaviors and not play styles. I think a lot of people will say play styles, but that can kind of change during a match. But behaviors are more ingrained in how players play. And we just put them into 3 big groups.
So,
We call
Lisandro?
them rushers, which are just aggressive players. They just want to find the action and go. And then we have sentinels, and these are defensive players. They want to just kind of hold down a building,
Come on.
maybe keep a little overwatch. And then we have stalkers, which are reactive, and they kind of hang back and try to read the field and read where spawns are.
So pretty much flankers.
Really, we just kind of use these as filters to keep us honest with the content that we're making. So they're making enough toys and equipment for players to be successful playing our game.
Sounds like a lot of fun. Stephanie, what are some of the new features coming to multiplayer, some of the new stuff that you're most excited to talk about?
Please tell me.
There are a ton of new features to dive into with this game, but we really pushed forward even the most fundamental aspects of what makes a Call of Duty game with Modern Warfare 2, and it's been really amazing for me to come on board this past year and see these innovations coming to life. To hear
At least
Jeff
tell me that they
jump
put the
into,
red
you know,
the red
breaking
dots
down
back in the map,
V1.
please.
And personally for me,
Because even now, going back to Modern Warfare,
Water
it still
as
kind of feels like
human
shit that
beings,
no one
we
pops
love
up on the
water.
radar.
It's really hard to make
I think
in
it's
games.
stupid. I don't like the compass thing.
But the aquatic combat, some of the things you're able to do with vehicles in the water, I think that level of immersion is really going to speak to fans and has been something that
Especially
I've
in
really enjoyed
Warzone,
playing
at least.
last couple months.
Aquatic combat. Steph loves to swim. Joe, can we go into some details about our water-based adventures in MW2?
Yeah, I mean, last game we really wanted to
water.
and we knew we didn't have time, right? So in Verdansk, we froze the rivers and we
Oh,
made
it's
the
Joe
outskirts just to
Secot.
kill trigger. In this game, as soon as we started Modern Warfare 2, we leaned into water, both visually,
Oh boy.
Beautiful caustics, there's waves with white caps.
Yeah, bouncing
but we also,
baddies
the gameplay
in the
side,
water?
there's unique
You could do that?
ballistics underwater. You only can use certain
That's
weapons
cool.
underwater. Your pistol is your weapon underwater. Otherwise, you can't use your primary weapons. But it's also a nice cover or evasion mechanic. If you're getting shot
Cool.
at, you can dive into the water, and as you get deeper, it gets murkier. Like the farther you are from something, you can't see it. And so it's been super fun for us to dig into water and really flex on what water could be. And
We've had this before in Black Ops 3. I don't know why they're acting like it's something new fucking thing.
Yeah, has been
I love it.
filtered. Like, how does it work through water? Like, we had to look at everything in the game and say, how does it work in water? What's the best version?
Our vehicles will just slowly submerge. Yeah, really would instead of blinking out.
Yeah, everything.
A lot of details.
The behaviors are awesome.
Oh my God! Well, I can't quite wait to
Okay.
literally dip my toes into those waters. But guys, let's not forget about the ground and the air. Like, I mean, what else is going to be coming to the movement system, Joe? What do we got?
Oh God.
Well, you know, last game we did mount, and we had slide, and even though we're a military shooter, fluid movement is super important to us. So this game, as you saw in the trailer, you can see here on the video, we have a new ledge hang mechanic, and that's essentially a high mantle. But instead of doing a high mantle and throwing yourself up over into combat, you can now peek. If you have a pistol, you can pull that pistol out and use that. We also added a dive. You know, last game we had the slide that kept your gun up, but we really wanted players to have an option where if they're getting shot at, they don't know where they're getting shot at, they can get down, get out of fire. But the other really cool thing is the dive's just high enough to let you get through a window. And so if you throw a grenade up into a building's second story, often you'll see players, you know, like rats leaving a ship, diving out through the windows. And it's just another option for players in combat.
I'm assuming you're gonna
Yeah,
tap
and
to
all of
slide
these
or
dynamic
hold B
movements mean
to
you can
dolphin dive or
interact
something.
with vehicles specifically in a very cool way. I'm gonna save some of that gas for when we get to Warzone 2.0, but it's really exciting.
All right,
Yeah, I feel like Warzone's gonna be last.
But now, guys, let's talk about equipment. Obviously, Call of Duty, crazy sandbox, a lot of cool toys to play with. Joe, what are some of the new dynamite new items that we're going to be throwing at each other and equipping and using and all sorts in the next game?
I mean, you saw some cool stuff in the trailer. You saw the drill charge. You saw the shock stick. One of the other cool ones you saw is the inflatable decoy. And this is a mine that you can throw out, and it basically sits there. And if a player gets close to it, it auto deploys and
That just
basically inflates like a car airbag going off. And it faces
What
the
the
person
fuck?
that triggered it. And
That's
so
actually
kind
kinda funny.
Distraction technique. You can also fire it off.
Is that the MK2? Did they upgrade
You
it?
want to control when it goes off. You can throw it in water. And here you just saw the DDoS. We added all this equipment into this game, and the DDoS is our kind of answer of like, hey, I'm going to breach this building. I want to go clean house, but I don't want to deal with all the shit inside.
Is that
So I'm
a
gonna hit the
is that like a
DDoS, boom, it's
P90
gonna shut down
M4?
everything. I can
The
move
fuck?
in, yeah, and clear that room. You saw the heartbeat sensor is back. It's got a new look. But it also has a battery as a balancing mechanic, so you can't use it indefinitely.
Oh, it's a Scar L, I think.
And there's so
This is
much
the TAC cam too, which
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah.
just saw, which to me is my personal favorite.
You can put out a lot of them, and even you can.
Yeah, everyone's saying it right now in the chat. It's like, what the fuck, a P90 M4?
Yeah, kind of like a sticky GoPro, but will actually mark your enemies for your team.
Yeah.
So I expect to see a lot of fun
There's so
moments
many
with that today.
so many toys and new tools that we just want players to get in and play with. I think there's something like 13 field upgrades, you know, between Warzone and Core MP, and it's pretty awesome.
Oh my God! Until they all get DDoS. All this talk about equipment, it reminds me. I mean, that's one element to look at now, but we've also got Gunsmith, brand new Gunsmith. Guys, what can you tell me about it, and how will it change the way that we,
Now we're in Gunsmith.
Them? I mean, what's going on there?
Okay, it's going
so
pretty
the new
fast.
Gunsmith allows players
thankfully.
to build out their weapons.
Can't wait to see
more
the beta,
smoothly
honestly.
than ever before. We put out some videos yesterday for the Intel drop. I hope people dig into those if you want a better look at Gunsmith 2.0. But we're really looking at unprecedented opportunities for weapon customization. And the new weapon platforming will actually allow players to unlock universal attachments through cross progression. So we saw
they
really
talked about this
feedback from the
actually,
community yesterday. This is
where
decrease the
certain
grind,
attachments,
no
like let's say Commando
unlocking every
foregrip,
single
or
attachment
let's
for
say the
every
Strike
single
foregrip,
weapon.
since all of us are
There
from
will
COD
be some
Mobile,
shared attachments
like you'll
for
unlock it for like
progression.
every gun instead of
And,
just one,
I'm really
so you don't have
excited
to do it
see
all
the
over again.
streamers and
It's
the
pretty
content
cool.
creators jump into this today. I know we all love the gun bench from 2019,
Yeah.
so it's exciting.
The Icarus.
This does sound amazing. So
Okay.
we've been hearing a little bit about.
Oh yeah, that's the
shared
P90
attachments.
thing.
This is very, very cool stuff. Can you
The
dive into
fuck
those
does that
details, Joe?
happen?
I mean, what can we expect?
Yeah, I can
Is
add
that
a little bit
do,
of what
can you
Stephanie
actually
said.
do that?
We had this vision
like in
last
real
time
life?
with Gunsmith. And we were like, okay, what if you could take an assault rifle and you could make it an SMG? And that was our driving kind of like motivator for that system.
Well, yeah, they did
And we
that
kinda
before,
hit
but
that.
not in that
could,
way.
You could take it.
It's kind of weird, actually.
But the weapon name wouldn't change, and we couldn't change.
Like they had a
the
mag on the
receiver.
bottom, like
And
the
really,
slot.
That's the key thing this game is
with the
you can go into
M4,
Gunsmith, you
it
can set up an
was like 10
AK-47
millimeter
assault
rounds or
rifle
whatever.
with a thermal optic, with a suppressor, with a grip. And then you can say, you know what, I want to change up the playstyle of this gun. You can swap out the receiver to the AK-74U, make it an SMG, but you can keep that optic, that suppressor, that grip, they all come with. And to what Stephanie said, we have shared attachments within these platforms. We have branching progression. You unlock those guns by playing with other guns. And then we have shared attachments across all guns. And it's all to hit this vision of I'm building up an arsenal of weapons and an arsenal of attachments. I'm sitting down to my gun bench, and I'm going to make the perfect weapon for me.
I think maybe the
Oh my
simplest
God,
way to
it's
think
just-
about it is
I can imagine the
each
class set of
time,
videos.
you hit a branch, that's a receiver.
It's gonna be
and
even more
they
confusing.
grow out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's, we wanted to ground that in reality. Functionally, a receiver, is based in that, changing the weapon type. And I think it provides a really seamless experience for players looking to build out the perfect weapon for a multitude of play styles. So you're going to be able to jump into that platform.
I wonder if like COD
customize
Mobile was gonna
however
bring
you want
this.
for
Maybe that's why we're getting a
situational
3
combat.
fucking
And,
a
you're
3
actually
month
gonna see the FJX
waits
Cinder
before the main
weapon vault in action
update,
today,
before like another
which is
major
the
update.
entirely unlocked Platform 1, the M4, the Mic 4. And the weapon vault maintains its aesthetic properties across all corresponding attachments. So we've heard you talk about the Frankenprint. This is our answer. It's an extremely rare. This is a huge, project for our teams to design these, but it is the ultimate weapon blueprint. And even better, you can unlock the entire.
I'm assuming. I mean,
Cinder
come on.
weapon
This is
vault.
not really going to be
It's
the only
default
vault. I'm
edition
sure they're going to have it for
of
like every
Modern
weapon
Warfare 2.
at some point.
Available in beta.
Available in beta, so we can rock with that thing all weekend long.
So
Okay,
yeah, like in the
Gunsmith
beta,
looks
we're only going to
incredible.
have like access
okay,
to
I'm
one,
excited. I cannot wait to
obviously.
get into this
So
one soon. Our streamers are going to
at
get
some
into this one
point,
soon as well. But first,
yeah,
guys, we
I
need
could
to
see
talk
it.
about maps and modes. We've got our tools to play with, equipment, weapons, maps and modes. Though, let's get into this one. Let's get into the design team, the philosophy, I suppose, behind building out maps. I suppose, Jeff, this is for you.
Yeah, right from the start, we knew we wanted to build another big map, not only for Battle Royale, but also for this other mode that we've been working on for quite a long
the
time.
DMZ mode.
I read about that on the internet.
Ah, yes.
But, when you lay out these big maps, it's kind of a collection of all these little POIs, these points of interest. And within each of these, we've really fine-tuned that they can play large-scale core modes like Ground War, and a bunch of others really well. And so, stepping back from this large map and looking at how much
Everyone's
open
just like-
world sandboxy gameplay that we have, we looked back at our 6v6 maps and really tried to refine and make them a tighter experience to contrast all this big world kind of exploratory gameplay.
Yeah, exactly.
So the maps for 6v6, in comparison to the last game, they're just a little bit more straightforward, a little bit more refined, and I think fans will really enjoy how quick they play.
that sound.
I'll be the judge of
A lot
that.
diversity in those maps as well. A lot of visual variety, some colorful maps in there. And,
You knew Modern Warfare
they feel
2019
really
was a bad game when
Guys,
you
you're
fucking
moving in ways I didn't
when
imagine
the
you
only
would
two
today.
maps
Excellent stuff.
that are good are
I'm
Shoot House and
Yeah,
Shipment.
hey, it's the first time for everything
okay.
here on air. We've got some of the maps that we are going to be seeing in MW2. Starting with one, we've got a real fun one here, guys. This is one of the aforementioned battle maps. Team, can you give me some details on Sarif Bay?
Sarif Bay.
Sarif Bay is this little fishing town in the south coast of our big map, and we picked this because it has such a great mix of gameplay. It's right on a harbor, so we get to show off all our boats and our new amphibious APC, and swimming, as we've already said. But what you get inside the town is this really intense urban combat with all these tight little alleyways.
Does this take place in the Middle East or something?
Rooftop combat.
Kind of looks like it takes place in the Middle East.
These really cool parkour combat action happening.
Or no, this
Yeah, I
might
love
be
how
like
you
in Mexico.
described the rooftops there on this
Because it
map
did mention that there was
specifically
going to be
as,
some
a separate ecosystem. You
cartel
can kind of
battles.
migrate that entire vertical.
You can go up
The
there
Naya
and
Palace
just
2.0.
hang out and fight other snipers.
All right, well, that looks fantastic. Jeff, okay, so that's one of our larger maps. What about some of the 6v6 maps? I think we have some footage of one of the new maps that we're going to be seeing today, named Mercado Las Almas. Do you mind giving us some details
Mercado
on this
Las
one?
Almas.
Sure. Mercado is a little street market in a historic section in Mexico. Our story behind this is, the authorities have some intel that narcotics are being smuggled out of a warehouse, and they're going in trying to find and seize them. This map plays
And
really
SAS is
fast
dealing
and a lot
with
of action
this?
right down that center lane.
Are they supposed to be like anti-terrorism?
The Mercado is a very dangerous neck of the woods, so watch out when you're playing in the beta.
So it's basically like the Brazil
Cannot wait,
section
really cannot wait.
of
Looks
the game.
fantastic.
Kind of like how
Again,
Modern Warfare
interested
2
to see, how
had
ties
that.
in campaigns and whatnot.
You went to
All
like
sorts
South
of fun
America.
games ahead of us. Looks amazing. Battle maps, core maps, 6v6. All this looks fantastic. But let's go back to modes. So we've seen some maps. What
Is it
about
just gonna be
modes
that
being
one
played
map?
on battle maps? We will have the return of Ground War, but we've got a new large-scale mode that you've alluded to, right? Let's talk Invasion.
So Invasion it's a big war map. It's big war TDM.
Well, it's not
We
DMZ, it's called
affectionately call
Invasion?
it the shipment of ground war.
Oh wait, no, it's a different
it's
thing.
20v20 players, but there's also 20 AI on each team. AI are coming in fast roping. They're coming in on medium birds. And it's this high action mode. It's super fun.
But do those
it's also
counts
really
for
chill.
your
The announcer's not
actual
barking at you. He's not
camos?
saying, like,
That's the question.
Hey, get to B. They're taking C. You can kind of play it how you want to play it. You sit up on a rooftop and snipe. You can grab a shotgun and go room clearing. If you push too far into the enemy's base, AI will come hunt you. But we've also been really conscious of where we put AI in multiplayer. We didn't put AI in kill streaks or anything like that because we don't want AI showing up in search and destroy. We don't want AI in domination. This
Fair
mode,
enough.
however, was built for AI, and it's a super fun mode. Can't wait for people to try it.
Kind of a funny aside, we took the name Ground War from a playlist in MW2, and that was just large-scale TDM and DOM. And we kind of did the DOM in the last game, and now we're able to add kind of the sandbox TDM, and so we're kind of completing the cycle of that old playlist.
Yeah.
Well, this large-scale stuff looks amazing. This looks so awesome. And okay, so what about the new 6v6 modes? Let's keep dialing it in closer and closer. Steph, what have we got?
Yeah, so we also have 2 new 6v6 modes that you're going to be seeing here played
Okay.
today, and they will be in beta.
Oh, the
in Prisoner
hostage thing.
Rescue and Knockout.
Prisoner Rescue. Okay, let's go into Prisoner Rescue first, Joe.
So Prisoner Rescue is an attack and defend.
Oh, boy.
It's a round-based mode. The defenders have 2 prisoners. They're kind of spread out, and they need to keep hold of them. The goal of the attackers is to get to those prisoners, pick them up, and carry them to exfil. When you pick them up, you enter what's called a wounded carry, where they're up on your shoulders and you can't use your primary weapons. Instead, you have to use a pistol if you brought it, or you're just stuck with fists. But the way that we give the attackers an advantage once they grab that prisoner is they get a radar sweep for their team, so they can call out where the defenders are. And the objective icon over the prisoner goes away as soon as they scoop them up. So now the defenders have to basically rotate back to the exfil and set up defensive positions. And it's this heart-pounding, adrenaline-pushing like mode once you grab
Sounds
that
pretty
prisoner
crazy.
and try and get them out.
Yeah, that hero run to
Yeah.
the exfil is
Definitely, big S&D energy in this mode, which I resonate
Kinda
with
is,
me
if
in my
you
time
think
in
about it.
esports. So this is my personal favorite.
Instead of,
the
like,
new
bombing a
ones,
par-
and,
a place,
also
you
sort of the
just-
strategic revives that happen. There
You
is
just get a-
revive
you
mechanic,
just
and so
revive-
you are
I mean,
able
you
to
just
pick up
basically
your
rescue
teammates,
someone.
And, I've seen some pretty wild comebacks in our playtest so far.
It was a lot of fun. We got to play a tiny bit yesterday. It was amazing. Incredibly fun, and I know the community is going to love diving into it over the next week. Okay, I can hardly believe that there's actually a lot more content to get through, but there's one more thing I have to bring up. I have the honor of officially announcing that third-person view is finally coming to Modern Warfare 2. What are the details behind this one? We got a little teaser of it on stage from Patro, but what are the details?
Yeah, you saw a little hint of it in the trailer, too.
Imagine a third-person Warzone.
It's not a pet project for us, right? We've always wanted to do third-person, and all while we're working on all this other stuff, we've been kind of lifting up and doing third-person in each mode. And the cool thing is that it's a modifier on our game, right? We can just turn on third-person. In the beta, we're playing it in Hardpoint, but we want to try it post-launch in S&D. We want to try it in VR. And we have, you know, camera work. The camera collision's been reworked. It handles tight spaces. There's a water camera. There's an interior camera. You can feel the weapon shake when you're firing with it. And it's just, we've put a lot of work into it, and we're excited for people to give it a try.
Incredible. I can't wait to see what third-person COD feels like in 2022. Sexy skins and everything. This is a lot of information, Steph. Like, there's a ton here.
I tried to warn you. We're delivering a lot of new features for you guys to try out ahead of release. And I said we were going to be bold with this beta, and we are, but there's even more to come at launch. So this is just a taste.
How is this just a taste? How can there be even more? I mean,
we haven't even got to Warzone yet.
Not even, okay. Okay, so what about this year's third mode?
So I'm happy to say that Special Ops will return as our third mode, and will be focused on two-player missions, asymmetrical in game design. So think one player on air support, one player on the ground, and I think the OG fans will be really excited because we've looked at, you know, some of the iconic Modern Warfare missions like Overwatch, and really tried to
the Overwatch one was the one with Captain Price, right?
Design. So we'll be talking more about Special Ops in the months to come.
Surprised Modern Warfare didn't have Spec Ops.
For a Special Ops partner.
Sitting right next to you.
Yes, you are indeed. Well, I'm all set then, Stephanie. I do believe we have one more surprise for PlayStation players out there. What's that?
Indeed, we do. Let's roll the clip.
Oh, that skin or what? Okay, cool.
Empty-handed, I was born. Empty-handed.
Was that Recon?
Blade or bullet.
Looks like Recon.
Fist or bow. Spear, stone, or arrow. These are merely tools. I am the one to fear.
Nice blueprint. Playable and okay, cool. So you get that for
Miles ISO.
I mean, console exclusivity is still there.
PlayStation players will receive an exclusive operator, Oni. Oni is a warrior and gun for hire, descended from centuries-old samurai.
I mean, so long as they're getting that, I mean,
country
it's cool.
and family, just like me.
I don't care.
This is such an awesome-looking operator, guys. Oni is going to be playable on day one for all who pre-ordered through the PlayStation Store. Plus, he comes with a high-level weapon blueprint, playable in multiplayer and Warzone 2.0. Steph, badass.
Oni is awesome. I myself am a PlayStation player, and so I will be becoming Oni main day one for this game. And it's been really awesome to see our narrative team building out his lore, really bringing this operator to life with the creation of his backstory, his motives. And I think the art team absolutely crushed it with this skin. He is so cool looking.
All right, but where did he come from?
About all the,
you know,
the things
like what's
that,
his story?
Look forward to, but we are missing quite a big one here. We're missing the start of the beta. So for anyone who wants to get an early first-hand look at Modern Warfare 2, and trust me, you definitely want to, it is immediately available around the corner. For PlayStation players who pre-order any version, early access to the open beta starts tomorrow. So make sure you are preloading right now. Now, also check out your screens, since here's exactly when you can play the beta on your platform of choice. But don't forget, friends.
So next week, unfortunately, I'm going to have to wait like another week, but I mean, it still gives me a time to just gauge everything.
And the FJX
maybe
Cinder
intake
weapon
some
vault
things that I might
indicator
be able to
in
use when I
addition,
actually play the
in-game
game.
rewards for playing all sorts of cool swag. And don't forget that if you digitally pre-order Modern Warfare 2, you also get up to a week early of campaign access. So wait, campaign a week early. All right, folks. I hope you enjoyed that first look at Modern Warfare 2's multiplayer. Don't forget, you're going to get to see it live and in action in a few short minutes with our crazy streamers here, 200 plus here, and ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It's like, dude, like you barely showed us anything. You just showed us like 2 maps, and that's pretty much it.
Don't go anywhere.
Like, show us the real
Call
shit.
of Duty Next, brought to you by Mountain Dew,
course.
official drink of Modern
Of
Warfare
course.
2. Little Caesars, a proud partner of Call of Duty Next and Modern Warfare 2. HyperX, official peripheral partner of Call of Duty.
Really?
Play like a pro on the big screen. With
I bought a HyperX
144
mic and
hertz
it
VRR
broke.
and AMD
Of course, that was a
FreeSync,
long time ago,
now
but-
on TCL 6 Series TVs.
Okay, cool.
Prime Gaming. Visit gaming.amazon.com today and start claiming your free content.
Cool.
We have 200 creators here on site, marching down the green carpet with one mission in mind: to be the first players to play Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2.
And there is so much in this game. There is almost too much. This is like one of those days where I enter and my hopes are so high.
And what are you looking for?
Is that the guy that is friends with Dr. Disrespect, right?
Prisoner rescue.
I'm looking forward to using that inflatable soldier decoy.
Dismo.
That's a lot of players.
Kill streaks, I think.
I'm honestly here
Swag.
just to learn as much as I can to prep for Altnet of Optic.
I don't know who that
those
is.
guys are very old now.
So maybe some OG maps coming back.
A map that everyone
No
can
clue.
play.
Honestly, give me a broken shotgun.
What's your favorite game mode and Mountain Dew flavor combo?
Search and destroy Code Red. Capture the flag, Code Red.
If I'm going hard with the boys on a long night of S&D and I'm trying to get some nasty in-game comms, I'm drinking Baja Blast all night.
Terminal or high rise?
Easy terminal.
Ooh, terminal.
Most people have terminal nostalgia.
Terminal.
Terminal, 100%. I just replayed that recently and I realized that spawn trapping is horrendous.
Easy.
Strike.
High rise.
High rise. Terminal.
What's your favorite flavor of Mountain Dew?
I've grown up on Code Red, so it's
High Rise was catching up.
Honestly, I like the basic one, just Mountain Dew itself.
Dang, I was going to pick Code Red too.
Can I get a second one?
All right.
Baja Blast.
Starting October 17th, unlock dual double XP, COD points, and also an exclusive Mountain Dew skin in Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 when you buy specifically marked Mountain Dew.
You thinking you getting me? Is you kidding me?
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that Willy Wonka shit. Get to the fucking gameplay, Jesus fucking Christ, dude.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next. The Mountain Dew green carpet. God damn, it was beautiful. A lot of fun people out there. Everyone having a good time.
I'm gonna get a water
some
real quick.
Incredibly well-dressed people out there. And some
Give me a
definitely
sec.
not. Sweaty
This is
t-shirts
taking a
about. There we go.
while.
Welcome back to Call of Duty Next, friends. We promised it was coming up, and now the wait is over. It is time to talk about Warzone 2.0. We got a glimpse of some Warzone 2.0 in the multiplayer reveal trailer earlier today, and it does look awesome. However, we need some true experts to help out. Back at the desk here, we have got Stephanie Snowden, Josie Scott is joining us, but of course, welcome Jack O'Hara, game director at Infinity Ward.
See,
Joe, how are we
what's-
feeling? We ready to party here? I mean, this is a lot.
what
We
they're
need to know
talking about.
everything. Warzone 2.0. Stephanie, the world cannot wait.
It feels crazy for me to be up here revealing Warzone 2.0. I ended up at IW as a fan of the game, and so this moment is absolutely bananas for me. But Warzone 2.0 is everything that we loved about the original Warzone, right? Where it's based on the same experience that we all had, that fun, all of those moments, and it's a return to shared tech across the universe for Modern Warfare 2, and that's going to create a really streamlined player experience. And I think the key innovations that we discussed for multiplayer, those all exist across Warzone 2.0 as well. So we're bringing it back. It's all connected. It's the same world, and I think the players are going to love it.
Oh my good God. Real excited about this one. Again, there's a
Yeah,
lot
for
in
sure.
this one. Jack, where do we go from here?
So MW2 and Warzone 2 have been developed side by side since the beginning, right? Since we started down this road, and they're part of the same universe. Like Stephanie said, they share the same mechanics, the same weaponry, and even more than that. But the centerpiece of all this, of course, is
The
new
little
map that
diamond
we've
thing on
been
his chest.
Working on since 2020 with teams across the globe. It brings together our philosophies on map design. It brings together new technologies in order to do it, and lots of artwork to make it happen. And we've learned so much from players experiencing Verdansk and playing in Verdansk over the first few years of Warzone, and we're really excited for them to land in Al Mazrah with their squad.
So that's
There's
the name of the
a
map,
wide variety
Al
of points of
Mazrah.
interest for players to explore in this map.
Cool.
And we're really looking forward to seeing everybody in there.
Well, here we go. A brand new map to explore and traverse. I cannot wait. Stephanie, let's take a look.
That's right, Miles. Welcome to Al Mazrah. This is our new map for Warzone 2.0. It is a really interesting mix of geography. It is expansive desert settings with a
Like
mix
they have
of industrial
quarry,
areas,
oasis,
towns, a city, and of course water. It looks
hydroelectric.
way better on this screen than it did on Twitter.
Fortress.
But you're
The
gonna
only ones I
find
know is quarry
a lot of
and
really cool
oasis.
elevation, rocky peaks, caves, subterranean spaces. This map is beautiful, and it's actually the biggest BR map that we've ever made. And I am so excited for all of our streamers here to
Really?
jump into Al Mazrah later today.
Kind of looks like
Look at the
it,
size
it
of
looks
that
a lot
thing.
smaller.
Okay,
Like
so
it
that
looks
was
a lot
big
smaller than
picture, And
Verdansk.
it's a great way to see it from a sort of top-down layout. But let's take a better look at some of these points of interest.
So when we set out to create
Fortress.
the spaces, the team works to make it feel like a real
Okay,
space,
actually,
right?
this does
So
look
there's
kind of familiar.
infrastructure in between all the different what we call points of interest.
Quarry, oh my
If you're paying
god.
attention, you might even see
It's good to see it back.
out there as well.
That's awesome.
And so as the team works through these, they're trying to find some variety on each point of interest to make them something that the players will want to drop
Oh,
in
man,
and get
those were the days.
particularity of that single point of interest and find the place that they
Ekdar
want to
Village.
drop and where they want to play.
Oh, that's
Whether
what it
be
is.
a
It's
high
it's the
elevation, observatory,
showdown
the center
map.
of the map, whether it be the big
Okay,
city that's
makes
at
more
the top
sense.
right, and whether they want to explore that or whether they want to work in some of our
Marshlands,
POIs
any
where we
familiarities
have
here?
water intersecting
Or
with
similarities?
with geometry here. So we
airport.
have
Is
in
this is this
one,
terminal? Oh, it's terminal.
That looks familiar.
It's terminal. Holy shit.
And there's a river system that
Okay,
goes through
cool.
all of this. So you'll be able to catch in a boat and drive between the different POIs.
Ship.
Here's one of our favorites, Sawa Village.
Is it the
which
Titanic?
That's my favorite.
Colloquially
Yeah.
called Sunken Town.
I mean, I love to swim, so you find me there.
Absolutely.
I'm curious what you guys think, Jack and Joe, on what the hot drop will be today, right? We've been talking about this the last couple of days. This is our first time seeing other people who are not us play Warzone 2.0, and so I'm just very curious where you think everyone's going to immediately drop today.
I think some people are going to drop to Observatory just to go back to home, you know? Go have some fun.
They're coming home.
It's always nice. You're moving through the map and you kind of hit a spot and you're like, wait
I've been here
I know
before.
what this is. You have all these flashbacks.
Hey, there's
Yeah.
a lot of nuggets in there for some old Modern
For that
Warfare
reason,
fans.
yeah, I'll say Quarry. I think that's gonna pop
Oh,
off.
excuse
I think
me.
people will land around the edge so they stay in as
Buffalo
long as
chicken
possible
Subway,
in this
man.
match, but-
Smart.
We have some news for our edge of the map players
Yes.
coming up.
Ooh, all right, guys. Well, the map looks absolutely gorgeous, and I can't wait to watch our streamers here drop in early in an alpha build later on today. Okay, so moving on to the gameplay, we've got this beautiful space to play in. How do all of these multiplayer elements we've talked about a little bit earlier, how do they fit into Warzone 2.0?
I mean, the super simple answer is all this
Wasn't
stuff we
like the
talked about
launch
in
date
multiplayer,
like
the stuff you
around
saw in the
November,
multiplayer trailer,
I
that's
think.
all in Warzone, right? It's all integrated. So that tactical camera works in Warzone. That decoy mine works in Warzone. Like, it's all of it's been built from the ground up for both. The slide, the dive, the water, like,
More swimming.
yeah.
Oh,
Hopefully the pistols are
This is a
strong.
great taste of some of the
I'm sure
water
you could
combat.
change them up.
I can't wait to go full Captain Miller. You know, Apocalypse Now coming out of the water, knifing people. I mean, this just looks...
Yeah, the rendering team made some work, so you come out, you're looking all wet.
Yeah.
See the caustics on the bottom.
Yep.
I'm not even sure what caustics are.
I
have no idea, but it sounds great and it looks
Why are you
incredible.
hip firing?
You can see the armored patrol boat coming by
There we go.
with its 2 turrets. There's some cool stuff.
So I'm glad you brought up vehicles. Steph, you touched on vehicles a little bit earlier. What can we talk about? You know, we've seen boats, we've seen tanks, we've seen all sorts. Jack, what have we got?
So we've implemented a new physics and handling model for the vehicles. So some vehicles are heavier, some will slide more, have more traction or less traction. And as you're driving them around and you're encountering them and other squads are playing with them, you can choose to shoot off the tires to kind of impact their handling. You can have them, they react to explosive differently based on their weight. So if you're in a heavy armored 4x4 and you get hit by an RPG, it's going to kind of bounce a little bit, but not quite take the hit as a small sedan. You can also
Yeah, I
choose
mean, the
with your
boat's not
squad
really
to
gonna
be
explode. I don't
rolling
think it
into
do
a
that.
POI and somebody jumps out on the roof.
Or at least the little
somebody
motor
leans
ones.
out the window, and suddenly you got yourself a lot of firepower driving into the POI. Of course, that vehicle needs to survive for quite some time in the map if you want to keep using it to go from point to point. And vehicles will run out of gas, or at least most of them will run out of gas, and then you can bring them to a gas station to fill them up. If your tire's been blown up, you can get out and repair it.
I wonder if you
or
could
can
shoot the
bring it to a
gas station and make
to
everyone
get repaired
explode.
as well.
Oh
And of
my.
course,
That'd be kind of
we've got,
funny.
you know, water vehicles. We've got a small boat. We've got the boat that Joe mentioned with the turret
With
at
the
the front, turret at the back. So you can have that little moment cruising up the river with your whole squad ready to rumble. So yeah, there is so much love that's gone into these
You
vehicles.
forgot the
this game
coolest
round.
vehicle.
The coolest vehicle?
The massive helicopter that you can fly
big-
around. And it's a
big
moving
chopper.
platform with 3 doors. And you can move a whole squad through the map.
What?
Wreak havoc. It is so cool.
Oh my god.
I mean, the fact that you can lean out of the window, you know,
Yep.
grab your teammates, pile in a vehicle, actually, you know, engage in
Yep.
battle from the window, leaning out,
Unless,
shooting.
unless somebody blew off your door.
That won't.
that does complicate.
Let me end the stream right now, and I'm gonna watch this on my own. Take some notes, so I could like write down, make a video on it. So yeah, don't worry, guys.
There's a lot going
I'll
on
get
in
that
Warzone
done.
2.0, and my head is quite frankly spinning. What other massive changes